1 2, mic check. 1 2, mic check. Mic check. 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, guys, welcome to Voice of Sinoe here. Let me get settled here. Let me see. Let me get one more song here. All right, guys, welcome here to Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with DIASPORA, the esoteric. I'll be right back. Let me check something out.
Eba, zona, zona, eba, zona, zona. Les pas mon si en play out. 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 I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Zona, zona, eba, zona, zona. I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. Again, I'm on bounce on you again. They want my life to be crawling. They say my life will be jogging. But then I know one thing they not know. I have a very big God, he can never leave my side. When you ready for me, he can waste the wild side. Then I bounce on my haters, I bounce on it. I bounce on my haters, then I bounce on it. I say more, I'm on the ball. I say fait for me, I'm on the ball. The ball mon young way. I'm on bounce on you again. I'm on bounce on the one. I'm on bounce on you again. I'm on bounce on the one. I'm on bounce on you again. I'm on bounce on the one. I'm on bounce on you again. I'm on bounce on the one. Yeah. You will say biko, samaleko. 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 Oh, a blessing. Tell them they can stop me. 'Cause I was destined for great.
Yeah, they can stop me. I was destined for great things. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a rapid edition of Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. With that Sayapo there, esoteric, understood by the chosen field. I'm grateful to have all of you right now. People that I'm seeing on my dashboard right now. Nathan Gate, how you doing, comrade? Welcome back from the mother's land. I'm seeing here Madam Marilyn Tia Morris, how you doing? Thanks for following Voice of Sinoe. Honorable Boto Jawi is following the Voice of Sinoe here. Sylvester Colo, how you doing? Honorable Issa Sawe and others. I'm not seeing all of you. If I don't call your name, I'm not seeing what it means. All right, we have a quick show here for you. And what I want to tackle first on the Voice of Sinoe for this rapid edition of the show is what I call, let me take this one out. The first one we're going to talk about here is what I call in what position is the legal metaphorical table of USAA. In what position is the legal metaphorical table of the USAA? Hopefully my audio is fine on your side. This is the question we're going to be addressing first. I don't know whether you're following the development in the union. For me, I am. And so I'm asking, in what position is the legal metaphorical table of the USA. Not too long ago, we have people jubilating. We have our former president who believes in propaganda, who loves attention. And so sometimes he will spontaneously come on Facebook to write stuff, to stir up, I don't know, to stir up his base, to give them some false hope. And so not too long ago, the former president, who is now in court, who was sued by the organization he was leading before, he was sued. And so the legal process is on course as we speak. We haven't even met with the judge yet. The lawyer we filed the suit, and the lawyers they got to in and out. Our man first hired Westlake law firm, and we don't know what happened along the way. The man left Wesley, or Wesley left him. And so later on, he managed to find this Somalian lawyer. And so our first day in the court, I had this representation of Somalian guy who was struggling to speak English. From his communication, you can tell. The other day, our lawyer said, the man filed a document, and our lawyer said, send it to me, let me edit it before you can send it out to the court. All right. So we know the English deficiency of the Somalian lawyer that Green hired, because you cannot afford somebody who is really conversant with the law. The people say cheap is expensive, right? So if you buy the cheap stuff, you will have to keep buying it and buying it. Every day you go buy a new one. So the man can only afford the cheap one. So we're in the process of securing the money, because the strategy I'm not giving, we're still in the fight, but will be remain surface or superficial. And so our lawyer, she said, yeah, it's the strategy. And these guys, if you like, you guys have tried in the past to secure the money from them. The elders, I was told, you got the elders council. They came through, they negotiated for almost a year to get you guys to a table of unity. But your former president remains adamant and tenacious in his bad things. And so you call on the other community organizations that came in. The president of the Graduate Association in the Americas, Jane Jabote, came, intervened. Your former president did not listen. The superintendent of Graduate County, Mr. Kyle Farley, intervened. Your former president did not listen. The elders, again, they intervened for almost 1 year. Your president did not listen. The concerned members, they intervened, they joined the elders. They begged, literally, they crawl on their knees. They talked to your former president. He did not listen. They told Honorable Alfred Bodwell to go to the bank to get the money. The old man waited. They did not show up. They did not call him. And so our lawyers say our strategy here, the guys, they don't want to give the money. But what I'm going to do is to make sure before we reach in front of the judge is to first secure the fund. To get the money from the guys, we have to secure the funds first. And so they went through the process, and our lawyer managed, through her vast experience, she managed to legally and intellectually, psychologically manipulate the Somalian lawyer. The refugee like myself, he came here to hustle. And the guy now, his hustle is going well. He's hustling on Green Code. He is hustling on Darius Moen. He is hustling on Mr. Andrew Seward. The man is hustling on Jabba Soin. The Green Code has a money making machine. And the machine cannot manufacture money to graduate, to make our people to graduate from poverty. But what the money-making machine can do is to manufacture money to sponsor the frivolous lawsuit, the unnecessary lawsuit or the fight of Green Code. So the money-making machine will say, you know what, this is the kind of thing that are important to me. I'm not going to fight to educate children. I'm going to fight so Green can spend the money. I'm the ATM for Green. I'm going to make sure bring the money so Green can go give it to Somali lawyer. That's what I can do. That's the kind of ATM I am. I'm not a good ATM. I'm not going to make sure and build. I'm a money-making machine, but I can't have my own money-making machine tower, like Trump has a tower. I'm going to build palava huts and go dance in the living room. That's why I go. That's the kind of money-making machine I am. What a sorrowful money-making machine. You are a machine that makes money, and your people are suffering in poverty, and you are going. How is it that you say you're a money-making machine, but you are telling the guy to go steal money from people's account? You can say, you know what, that leave the $90,000. I'm a machine, I can manufacture money. I will give you billions of dollars. But the man go, you told the man, he said, go. Your time finished in office, but what you do, go and steal the people's money. Don't leave with honor, with dignity. Leave the office with disgrace. And that's why the money-making machine and the people behind the guy, they're telling him. So the man, at a certain point, it was quiet in the community. And so he wanted to make his base to feel happy. So that our brother wrote on Facebook, the table has turned. And so that's why we are asking. We gave you the breaking news yesterday, and from the local things, and we published that breaking news came on Voice of Sinoe. The dancers are now on Facebook. We don't see the dancers anymore dancing. What is going on? So we just come to talk about what happened, in what position is, because the man said before the table has turned. When something turned, that means metaphorically, the case was against him, in other words, and things turned around on the union. Okay, that's what the brother was saying. Things turned around in his favor, the table turned against us. Things, he is doing good. That's why he told his supporters, and they were jubilating. But we can't hear what is going on. Since we published yesterday, they took the money from, I don't know, what happened to the table? They took the money from the brother. So we are asking, maybe those of you that are following, you have to also help me to answer this question. In what position? You see, there is a difference between what and which. When you say in which position, then you have minimal option. You have two things to compare, which of these is right. So you have one or two. But when you say in what, then you have multiple. So the table can go up, it can go down, it can go sideways, it can go on the other side, it can move in different positions. So we are asking right now, in what position is the legal metaphorical table that was turned according to our man? In what position is it now? Well, we asked the question, and some of the participants, they gave us some answers. For example, the chairman for membership committee, Honorable Mahmoud, who said the table is on one leg. That was his answer. The table is on one leg right now. And I was trying to rationalize, how is it that a table will be on one leg? How is it possible? What sort of table is that? It's on one leg. So it's a disabled table. Maybe, who knows? It's a modern table that was built. But other people saying, one of the participants, that's Manzina said the table scattered, it collapsed. And let's go to my mod before. He said it's on one leg. And I said, well, what happened before the table is now on one leg? What happened? And then Zina came and said, it's scattered. It's all over the floor. Now, I don't know which one of the answers is correct, Yeah, the question, again, I'm asking, is this the position? Is this what the condition the table is right now? Is it falling down and broke into two pieces? I mean, what is the condition of the table? What is the condition? Is the lawsuit breaking the table apart? And that is why we don't see the tables and the particles dancing on Facebook? It seems to be. The table has shattered. I don't know what else you agree with Manzina. The table is scattered. No, I don't want to take that position right now. The table hasn't reached the point of scattering. But we can say the table is on a collision course right now. It's about to meet. Another thing is coming towards that table. And they're going to collide together, and the stronger one will survive. But right now, what I can say, I agree with all the people that participated so far. The table is in bad shape right now. Yes. It's in terrible shape. Because the owner of that table, he knows right now we are not going to back him anymore. People are not going to back him anymore. They're not going to ask him, oh, can we sit at your table? No, it's not what, we don't want to ask him any question anymore. No. That old table, that corrupt table that man has, that he does not want to share with other people. We don't get time for that table again. The table scattered right now. It broke into two pieces. I don't know who pushed it. That a lawsuit, I know, not human being, but the power, the force of the lawsuit. It pushed that thing. No, actually, it's the hurricane of justice. You know that, man? Like the kind of languages, right? That kind of language. It's the hurricane of justice. It pushed the table, and that table hit the wall. On one side now, it's broken into two pieces. Yes. The hurricane of the lion, the lion of justice, has moved on the table. And the table is now in horrible shape. The hurricane of disaster that said we should roll up our sleeves, we can't see it again. The hurricane is now hiding. The table has turned against the hurricane for the second time. I don't know for the second or fifth times. I don't know for sure. But what I can tell you for sure, ladies and gentlemen, the table is against the person who the table has been against from day one, or the people against whom the table has been all along. The table is now scattering. It's all over the place now. Our brother, the only thing that is holding our brother right now, it is the ego. 1 second, guys. Let me cut the heat off small. It's too hot. All right, thank you, guys. So the table has turned. Now, what caused the table to turn? Let me just refresh your mind a little bit, okay? That got the table in a terrible position right now. Among other things, not in specific order, we started from here. Okay, let me just, not to make too long story short a little bit. The paper on your screen is the 501c3 document. The man who said he was the legitimate owner of the organization, he's the owner. I use that word deliberately. He is the owner. That's why he does not want to leave power. The organization is his property. But the property owner refused to do that which he's supposed to do to keep the organization legitimate. And so he said the only thing that he wants is for the money-making machine to raise money for him so he can go to Liberia to dance. That's all matters to him. And so the document that he's supposed to file every year to keep the organization okay to run under the law of the United States, the table owner does not care. And so on the 3 years he was in power. Because the law said after 3 years you don't file, they will revoke your 501c3. So the guy did not file for 3 consecutive years. And so they took our document away. It took the Myers Money Administration, supported by the board of directors, to restore our 501c3 document. I'm telling you the process, where it started from, for which the table is now against the man who said the table were against us. So that's the first thing we did. We got the 501c3, the organization document. All right. So he does not have it. Okay, he does not have it. The guy, this gentleman right here, after taking our money, let me now go to the area first. After refusing our children's scholarship first, okay, 12 students, he reduced it. You can see the same thing. You are trying to play tricks on the board of directors. So he put 1, 2, 3, 6. Then come here and put 1, 2, 3. The same students. He repeated it. He told the guys would not pay attention. The same people he repeated it. Jerry Sua, Amanda Blady, Shay Blady, I don't know, Harris Quate, Josephine Sloju, Alfonso Jala. Then came down again. Put the same people there. Jerry Sua, Amanda Blady, Shay Blady, Harris Quia, Josephine Sloju, Alfonso Jala. If you repeat that, you are trying to play tricks on the board of directors. And they gave him 12 students, and they said, why you didn't send the 12 students? You want to send 6, and he repeated that. They asked him, he angry. That's what guy also where we are right now. I'm not talking about the very generously, right? I just gave you a little background. From that, corruption of denying our children scholarship, the man said, you know what? That is not enough. The people approve the money for our people to get something in the middle of the COVID virus, 10,000. The man ate all the money. He ate the money. People talking to him, he's not listening. The strong man now, he's the owner of the organization. He has no reason to listen to the other people. He sent a voucher to go to Liberia to dance. The board of directors said, no, sir. We are sick of this dancing here. Our children will give you scholarship. You didn't give them the scholarship. We gave the money to feed our people. He didn't feed our people. And you want to go dance in Liberia? We ask you to set up election commission. You refuse to do all of that. And you're asking us for money to go dance to Liberia. We can't do it. You send a voucher to deny the message. You know, the organization, that account there is for me, that's my personal account. He went and yanked out 7,000 plus. Went to Liberia and danced. Before then, he took $2,500. Give it to a family member. That's a personal account. He ate that. He had a family, they share that money. The people approved, the board approved 4,000. Gave 2,000 to board representative, 2,000 to executive representative during the death of the minister Yepa Mabutu. The man went, the board representative, the $2,000, the man ate that one. They asked him, he angry. The people hate him. They shouldn't ask him question. No. On top of all of that, then the man went and sent a voucher, and the people said, no, sir, we have plenty of things outstanding right now. Let's settle these things. Then we can talk about your dancing trip to Liberia. Let's settle. Carry that voucher by the man to hell with all of you. He went there. Boom. Took you 7,000. He went to Liberia and danced. He was in Liberia. The people discovered that he took the $7,000 and the other money that he did not pay. They wrote him and said, we told you to send an election commission because your time is over, but you're not listening to us. And you went in a people's account and you took their money just to go dance. Your time is over. We have to remind you. They sent a communication. The owner of the organization came back to the US. He vexed. He read it on Facebook. This is coup d'etat. Coup d'etat against me. Now, how the men you call the war? This is coup d'etat. And you're lucky. If this was a country, I would have put everybody on fire and scrap. That's what I would have done. But you're lucky. But since I don't have that power, I don't have that authority to line up people, what I would do, I will go in your account and loot. So the man went on looting spree. 2 days, the man took $90,000 from the people's account. I mean, how could you be this brave? This is not your private account. How? Why will you do this? The man went with confidence with a crew of corrupt people. And they took $90,000 in 2 days. I told you about the $2,500 he gave to a family member. That he had to share that one. They ate it. They were having party with the people money. It's for him. $90,000 in 2 days. The $7,236.28 he took. He said, a man at the voucher, he had a man write the voucher. Okay? $2,000 he's supposed to give it to college ability. He ate that. And he thinks this is okay. People should be quiet. Because what? He is the Ayatollah, the supreme leader. Nobody should question him with that kind of corruption. And this brother is beating his chest. And you're writing on Facebook, the table has turned. After eating people's money, he has the audacity to come tell people the table has turned. After disrespecting the elders and everybody else, the table has turned. So now the lawsuit, the people fire now because of all the corruption and other things that I'm not listening right now. Now we got to over here, the IOTA account, for example, we reported all of this to you. We will have the party to out the money into one of our IOTA or trust accounts. And our law firm will give a monthly statement of the funds to reassure both parties that it is still there. It will be a non-interest bearing account. We started from here, right? We put it out. When you put that thing out, the table turned. We'll show the communication to the people we share with them. The men went cold. The table that turned, we don't know what happened. It didn't stop that. It didn't stop there, right? We got to the point now, the table is scattered all over the place. The man lawyer wrote yesterday, or day before yesterday, and telling us, our lawyer, a check is best to deposit the funds. It can be made payable to Zellman and McGuinness PLLC, Professional Limited Liability Company, Trust Account. Please confirm when you send the funds. Okay, Green talking to our lawyer. He told his Somalian lawyer to fight over, to get the $2,000 from the people, so our people should not get anything at all. It's all by him. So he took the $90,000 and all the pieces of evidence that I just showed you with all the corruption. It is not enough. That little $2,000 that Francis wants to use. When he heard that Francis wants to give the children scholarship, he said, damn it, this will be a disgrace to me. The people giving 12 students, I didn't give scholarship. And then woman coming get the students scholarship, it will be embarrassment to me. So what I would do, I would stop a plan. And so what I would tell my Somali lawyer to fight for that $2,000 so they can have money to educate the people. Okay. So Green told a lawyer. Our lawyer asked him, oh, Mr. Somalian man, how do you want us to deposit the money? You want a cash or you want a check? So the Somalian man said, a check is best to deposit the funds. It can be made payable to Zelman and McGuinness, PLLC trust account. Please confirm when you send the funds. I appreciate having that. Then he said, the last one, he said, I anticipate that Green Somalian lawyer now too is telling us, say you come here, I finished telling you how you should send your $2,000. Let me tell you now how Green was saying, or when you deposit your money. I anticipate having the funds from my clients in the next day or two. I will confirm when the funds are deposited. So sooner I didn't get, but I got a notification in my email. I didn't check it, but I think it's the confirmation for the local things. All right. So the next breaking news will get it. But right now, today is the last day because Green Somalian lawyer say a day or two. And the communication was written on the 10th. You see the date here? On the 10th. And today is the 12th. So the money is now in the account. And that is why actually you can hear the dancers. You can see the dancers now on Facebook, they're quiet. Because the only thing for which we were petting them and we were talking to the elders and calling community leaders to intervene, that thing is no longer in our possession. So now the table scattered. The table has scattered all over the place. The people trying to put the pieces together, but they don't know what to do. It's tough. The table scattered on the guys. Table all over the place now. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see the leadership you put in place, the chairman of the board of directors, Dr. Tallison Fowley, is a good man. He listens to the people because that's how it's supposed to be. Green did not fall from the sky to become president for the United Sapota Association. We went to Durham 2017 and we said, Mr. Gideon, saying you don't like competition, saying you're afraid of competition, we will use Obaku legacy to give it to you on web ballot for 3 years. When you act good, when you are right, when you listen to us, we'll give you another 2 years web ballot. But when you don't listen, if you don't pay attention to us, what we tell you, you don't listen to us, we will put somebody against you. Okay? So the man exhausted for 3 years. The man said, no, I wasn't elected for 3 years. I was elected for 5 years. The man was elected on web ballot 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. The man said, in 2021, man said, I'm still the president. Damn it, dude, you serious? And then a woman challenged him, Madam Francis Clark Myers, who is now the president. The woman challenged the man. He said, sir, since we gave you 3 years and we ask you to do X, Y, Z, you're not listening to us. We told you when you are right, we will not run against you. But when you don't act right, we will run against you. I declare today, Green God, he said, no, I can't allow the woman to disgrace me. I'm not going to Florida. No. Christopher Wiley, what a war for it. What kind of war you can invent so I can't go to Florida? Christopher Wiley said, you know what? I just listened to a tape recently from Milton Teje, and he coined a phrase, slaughter hall. So Christopher Wiley said, that's a war. That's why you're going to use your president. So the man said, Florida is a slaughter hall. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Slappy Snake, come. What should I do? Should I go to Florida? Or what is your suggestion? Slappy Snake say, sir, call your own convention in Minnesota. Man, Green got on the air. As former president of the Sapota Association, who was huge before that was legal, the Constitution gives me 3 years. And I'm in 2021, which is 4 years. My time is not over yet. And so I want second term But instead of going to Florida where the General Assembly agreed for us to go, no, I don't want to be disgraced for Francois Myers. And therefore, from today, let me see everybody, you pack your team, you come to Minnesota. I play the convention going. Then let me ask your man and say, Green, where in the Constitution you got the power from? Then let me say, Green one like, who told you say I'm looking at the Constitution? And you told me to declare the convention without looking at the Constitution? So why are you asking me that question? Pack your team and come to Minnesota, let come to the money-making machine, let dance. So they can generate from my lawsuit fees. That's what they whole team for. You come, let generate the money so they can pay Darius lawsuit fees and Mr. Andrew Sua, let me say Jabba Soen. We can get the money to a Somalian lawyer. We don't have to do something for our people back home. No. So we want to say we are thankful to the General Assembly for making Francois Myers the president of our union. A lady who listens to the people. A lady who does not take herself to be Ayatollah. Whatever I say, that what everybody should follow. If you don't follow me, forget it. I will divide the organization. I mean, so that I think I say, what's up with the green guy? The people, I mean, imagine how this guy was honored. I did a podcast before. From grace to disgrace. That was the title, the talking point. From grace to disgrace. People were celebrating this guy. Everywhere he went, people celebrated the guy. And the man brought himself down for power greed. Imagine. You know what the African proverb said? A bird that sits on the branch of a tree for long, it invites a stone. Green should have left with honor, but he said, I won't be there forever. And see what happened to him now? I think of PLO who also said, a dancer should know when to leave the stage. The best time to leave the dancing stage when everybody's still clapping for you. And the best time to leave. Don't stay there until the people say, oh man, let our man move. Don't do that. Green doesn't listen. I'm giving you these pieces of advice and the boy is not listening. He say, no, I get money making machine. I get money making machine. She will make the money for me so I can leave. Come on, dude. You serious? You are in the West, in the United States? The land where the people struggle for freedom. They want rights for people. And you're stepping on it. You want to step on that very right? Come on, what kind of book are you reading? You are in your own bubble and utopia? You got to get out. Come in the real. This is the land of Martin Luther King, where the guy fought for the rights of the people. And you want to step on your rights, on the people's rights, and you want to be president forever. You declare your convention, and nobody knows how many years you're serving for right now. You allow a guy. I mean, how is it that everybody around you is corrupt? Your vice president too is corrupt. And that should be okay. They took $45,900 of the people money, the people loan, and put it in the Sample account. And he said the money now for the Sample people. They're telling him to step aside. He said, no, I'm not leaving. That green brother now, they love power. So Dave Cooley said, I'm not leaving. And Abel is telling Dave Cooley, you got to leave. I'm not going to allow you, I'm not going to honor you as vice president for the corruption you committed. No. And I'm not going to run away from you either. You will be forced to leave because you did something wrong. And you will be forced to leave. And Abel Reverend and the guys are working on a letter. The next show here will be bringing the breaking news. Dave Cooley, the people, they come and fire Dave Cooley, the members over there. These are the people. And that's why Green and his money-making machine, they want to go there to go back Abel. To back Abel and say, Abel, oh, you don't want to spoil our convention that they are right now. No, it's not right. Everything that you guys are doing is just wrong. No. You are corrupt and you are practicing nepotism, sectionalism, and all those things. Not take that sectionalism. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from me. Enjoy hearing from Green who supported the Nami. Listen to Green supporting what they're saying. Listen, not me.
And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hear from Sinoe County, I'm a cabinet woman. And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hear from Sinoe County, I'm a cabinet woman. And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hear from Sinoe County, I'm a cabinet woman.
And that's what the whole thing is about. It's not about people back home. It's about cabinet, sectionalism. That's it. I told you the other time it's called family-cracy or familiocracy, the government of family members. All right? It's family member government they have over there, and they say that united. How is it that from top to bottom is one family? Am I against the family members participating or being part of the organization? I'm not against it. But what I'm against is it can be one family. Then it's not United Support Association. Board chairman, Kamala Ross Shigbe, Queen, Biko Muen Shigbe, chair lady, Joy Sion Shigbe, public secretary man, Samuel Shigbe, treasurer, ladies and gentlemen, the husband of Biko Muen Shigbe, Dara Muen, vice president, the cousin of the Shigbe, corrupt man Dave Kuti. Who am I missing? Sinabi Sine, project man, cousin of Green Code Drio. I mean, everything is just nepotistic. Everything the guys do is wrong. But they say, you know what? We will fight. We the legit. Then when I asked the project man for Green Code Drio, I just said, you, Boto Jawi, the elder Tusua, Besman Judu, and others, you guys are the one that wrote this document. They call the Constitution. Tell me, Mr. Sabisine, where in the Constitution you put that Green can declare convention? Tell me. Please show me that place. Let me read it. Because I now turn the document around over. I can see it. The man say, I don't get time for that thing. I don't want to Green to be, because I want us to form a family organization. That's what I want to do. That United Support Association thing is nonsense. I don't get time for it. And family interest is first. Whether my family, they stole or not, familyship is above everything else. And so I support Green. I can't betray my family member, whether he corrupt or not. No, I stand with him. Okay? And so now we are in court. And the guys, 4 men, they are being represented by an inept Somalian man. They're giving the man money to represent him, or them, as you say. So the table has turned. The metaphorical table is now. The guys are on the table. They are crying. The table all over the place now. It's scattered. It's scattered now. It's horrible for them. And I can't wait. Because the best these guys, I should say this before I go to something else. The best these guys can do for themselves, after everybody failed and now the court has forced them to get the money from them, the best they can do at this point when we get to mediation is to listen. Leave the money and go to your money making machine so she can take some money from wherever she can take the money from and give it to you to go dance. And the best the brothers can do. But if you insist going in front of a judge, it will be bad for you. You don't want that. Because giving all evidence, it will go against you. Darius it's because once you go in front of a judge, it will graduate from civil case to criminal case. You can't go in people's account and you go loot and you think that is okay. And you want to go in front of a judge? You don't want to do that. The same thing with Cole. Cole cannot go stand in front of a judge and you send a voucher to people and they say, don't take the money, and you go loot it. You're putting yourself in a criminal position now. That's how you're going to be. And you're flip-flopping. You put yourself in a whole mire. M-I-R-E, mire. That's the word for you. You put yourself in this conundrum. And you won't go stand in front of a judge. You better, because you get to mediation, tell your Somalian lawyer, this is where we want to start. Let the people take the money and go put our children on scholarship. Let it get something to do. If you push it, it will be bad for you. Yeah, I'm only here as the representative of the elders and the ancestors. I'm here to advise you. Because I advised Green and his followers before to listen, and they did not listen to me. They did not listen. And that's why they are in the trouble right now. So I'm telling them again, when you get to mediation, listen. If you defy that, your property is on the line. Some people lesson on the line. Darius and others, they will go to jail. I mean, you don't want that one to happen to you, because what has happened already is bad. Because you put yourself in the legal system already. Hold on a second, please. What's the call? My phone sometimes does some weird stuff. Mr. Mondo, what's your take, sir?
Thank you for taking my call, and I always appreciate the show for so being informative and sending out the right information across and for the community, whether they're in Liberia, whether they're here in America. You are doing a fantastic job. I just want to add to exactly what you just said. Right now, like you said, if the green group do not listen to some of us advice and they decide to go before the judge instead of taking the mediation step, it would be a criminal case. And the green and the other group, it decides the man that went into the account, they would be considered as what's the word to use? People that support something that is wrong. They would be part of it because they know the guy was doing something wrong.
Yeah, 80-year betting.
Correct. And they know very well. If the lawyer comes to them and say, look, guys, let's take the mediation way, I think it would be advisable for them and prudent for them. But who knows? The concerned citizen, along with the elders, they never listen to us. And these were some of the things we're trying to avoid. And they said, okay, in the past, people are taking the money and then they our own people. I start hearing about society. This time, under the leadership of Black Myers and William Manning, no, we're not going to let it go. It's too much for a handful of people to just go and do things that are criminal. And the thing that will just let it go. I don't know how they might not let us, but we are saying the truth. Thank God we are in the United States. This is a country of law
Right.
Hey, the people were not listening to us. The thing was just talking because we hate green. Nobody hate green. I was one of those that love green. But when you're doing something wrong, we must say that it's wrong. We're not going to pat you on your back, man. It's wrong. I can remember one of the meetings. I was in attendance of that meeting. And there were things that were going on when I started to ask questions. Well, I was shut down and saying, you are asking too many questions tonight. Okay, wow. This is the time now. Those are the things I was trying to avoid when I was asking those questions during that time. Because we don't want anything to escalate.
But it's the same thing you're doing now, President Maya. You ask all the critical questions. She doesn't shy you off. She allows you to speak. Yeah.
And that's why we love her. When you call her, even if you can be midnight, she'll pick up that phone and call you back. If she doesn't call you back, she'll call you back the next day.
Right.
And that kind of leader we're looking for. Because you are there to serve us. We're not there to serve you. But on the other hand, we are serving Mr. Green, and we don't want to serve Mr. Green.
We passed dictatorship a long time ago.
That's correct. So I just want to, throw one or two words into this and then tell them, I know they will not listen to my advice, but take the mediation and avoid going before the judge. Because you go before the judge, it'll be worse.
Right.
Also, I think he put a question on Facebook the other day or yesterday, and I gave him no perfect answer. The silver is spinning on one leg now. And probably who knows? But today might be eating dust. But there we are. These are the things we're trying to avoid. But I want people to remember, we're not going to just let it go, man. No. You're not going to take the people's money and we let it go. No way. We're not going to do that. No. I heard people say, oh, Mr. Monby, you're a new person. It doesn't matter. I'm a Sapo man. I speak Sapo fluently. Those are criticizing me. I speak Sapo fluently. Yes, I'm a Sapo man. My mom and my dad, they are Sapo people. Everyone, they are direct Keiba. And they know me. The Lord Ranger from Houston. When I step on the ground, everybody looking at me.
I'm not cutting you off. How is it that you have men a ranger on your side and you're letting men to leave you? It shows that you are already in the ditch. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And I was one of the strong supporters of Green. They know. All of them. And for them to come back and try to bring a union down, and I will go follow them, it will not happen. Even if I'm dead, it will not happen. Thank you for taking my call, and I'm still watching you.
All right, thank you so much. That's a great man over there. People can't do wrong things. Is bad. Let me see. Let me see the call here too. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Evangelist, welcome to the show. What's your take?
Yeah, I just want you to protect me,
All right, hold on. Let me see. There's a call coming here.
I'll be protected intellectually.
Hold on a second, please. Hold on. Hello?
Yes, I say I want you to guarantee me that I'll be protected.
Yeah. It's just a time factor now. But go ahead. What's your view? Go ahead. The time is the enemy right now. But let in that out a little bit. Go ahead.
Yes, you see, there are high landers on both sides of the aisle, multiple. And few others, and they are on the other side, they are high landers, and on the other side of the...
Just to be clear, though, what do you mean when you say high lander?
Oh, high landers, are people who will say, look, this thing will not happen as long as we are here.
Okay.
They are die-hard people, I can say. And they are on both sides, of the conflict.
Okay.
Now, the way I want to be very objective in this whole thing,
Very objective. Let's see.
We have a time frame. The judge, the legal system has given us a time frame. Maybe it may be indefinite, but it is below 1 year. That we are brothers and sisters in this conflict. Because that the whole thing is power struggle. They know that. Political leadership power struggle.
And who sparked that?
Let me end, okay?
Go ahead.
That is perspective of the judges, the lawyers, and and the judge. That it is a power struggle between the administration and the other people that you are representing on the other side. And on both sides, they are
Mr. Evangelist, I want to add a little bit. So when you say GEO's administration, but the court, when you look at the lawsuit, though, it didn't say United Support Association versus United Support Association, though. They say United Support Association versus certain people that embezzled. So,
yes, listen now.
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
They are doing it because it is the letter they are following. They are following a case.
Okay.
The case stipulated that United Support Association, who perhaps may be the legitimate people.
Is it perhaps or they are illegitimate?
Listen. Let's listen to English, okay?
Okay.
The USAA is suing certain group of people. Let's say Grio and a few other people. So they have to, they are looking at that letter that is sent to the court. They don't want to go beyond that to say, Francis Clark or that of fallacy suing this. They say United Support, because that is case they are following. That is the case. So it shouldn't be a kind of victory for some people when they hear that, United Support Association suing. The court is following the letter that was sent to them. But that is just a clarification.
Okay.
But what I'm saying here is the court gave us a time frame that we should settle the issue. The money has been put in the hands of the government. But the only way we get that money is when we all come together and present a kind of legitimate leadership that all the people will be satisfied with, that the court will give the money. But in the absence of that, I'm hearing people going to convention, inaugural address, other people going to Florida, other people going to Liberia for dedication of project. Yeah, all those things are good. But the bottom line is the court has given us a time. After that, the case, the court will pick on the case. If there is nobody eligible, legitimate,
Evangelist.
Yes.
I mean, is that why your lawyer is telling you?
Let you are getting information. I'm getting information.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because we are in an area, I don't want to listen to a soliloquy. So, is that why your lawyer? Because what you are saying, our lawyer is not telling us that. So, is that why your lawyer telling you?
And what your lawyer is telling me, my lawyer is not telling you. So let me just
okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me see. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Evangelist.
Yeah. So it is within that purview that the elders council want to intervene in that process to say, so don't withdraw the case. So that
Mr. Jawi, Evangelist, hold on a second. Mr. Jawi.
Yeah.
Could you load the device at the back, please?
So, yeah, I know when Evangelical come on, it's all the people coming up. But anyway, it's all the actually good. We want to clarify the minds of people, So if within certain time frame, if we do not present somebody to get that money, then the court will pick on the case. Now, if the court pick on the case, it is not a $500 business now or $5,000 business. They both sides have to spend huge amount of money to defend themselves. Be it Greek you or whoever that is on the other side. So it is not the people falling on one side, this year falling on the other. No, let us be objective in this thing. If the case has been picked up after we have been giving this few times to harmonize and to come up to an agreement as to who will be the legitimate president, because Francisco Myers, Big Hill administration, they are not people that should handle the money.
Why?
None of Green Hill nor Francis Clark is qualified to handle the money.
Why is that so?
An election.
Why?
Except through an election. So you have to never set
Eventually, you want to stop there a little bit? Let me bring Mr. Jawi in. I'm running out of time here again. Sorry, you guys came the wrong time. Mr. Jawi.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Jawi, what's your take?
Thank you for your position, Reverend. One problem I have is that sometimes you will throw punches and then you play blame game. The punctuation was that every time I come out, you see all type of people, then you change your position. You don't do that. You don't talk to people like that in a public setting. Am I audible? Is that correct?
Yeah, you're clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now let me come to the position you base your argument on. First of all, this case has not been litigated. Now we're hearing people flipping tables all around here, rejoicing on Facebook as though the judge has rendered his verdict. No. This case is not even before the judge. What the lawyers are doing is that to put the case in context, that to lessen the burdens of the judge, that by the time we get to the judge, XYZ will have been done. So what our lawyer anticipated was that this money is for nobody. Therefore, it has to be somewhere secure before we can go in front of the judge. Luckily for us, that was the same opinion of your lawyer. Both of them agreed. And that's how the escrow account business came in. Now they came off with a position and drafted and sent it to the judge. The judge approved it. That's how we have the money saved somewhere now before the case is litigated. Now you just said something. You said the money is either not for particular or for grant you, whatever you call it, granted. But there are documentations that Green has gone ahead, spent $28,000. So if the money is not for him, why would you spend $28,000? So you see, you guys will come in the public setting and get one impression. You go in your war zone and do another thing. And that's why it's difficult to see that you are sincere with what is going on in this community. And when it comes to the documentation of the organization, yes, whatever the court says, if you think you have the proper documentation of the organization, and indeed what you did was fair enough, man, bring your case to the judge. Bring your position to the judge and not baffle over it. But you're not going to scare anybody. But we already made our mind. Going to court is the final result. After we've been used, after we've been dragged around in this place there, green you and crude. Going to court is the final and most appropriate result that we can take on the other side of the act. And we cannot stop. There is no amount of money that's going to stop us. Whatever is required, we're going to pay it. As long as this is the only way that we can get proper redress. So come to the show now and tell us, oh, you know what, it will cost a lot. You start to spend the money. Anyway, you build the structures from money that we all put together. And that's how you've been doing. Hotel. That's not a way to operate. So the court is the only final and appropriate, the most appropriate, approach that we can use to properly address the situation in the Software Association. Okay,
Mr. Jawi, thank you. Bodway, 1 minute, please. I'm out. I don't want to get in trouble again today. Hello? Mr. Bodway? Is Mr. Bodway on?
Yeah. I'm here. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, one minute. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, we're not hearing you.
You're not hearing me?
Now you're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, look, I'm not here to balance between claims and counterclaims with regards to the court. What I want to say is to corroborate the previous point you made with regards to the mediation table. I think no matter what happens, whether win or gain by any of the sides, what we should anticipate is what happens after the verdict of the money. I think the reason we are in court is because of the money. And as it is, if we can find a means to get prepared for peace after war, that would be very good for our organization. We should think about the United Sapper Association. Whatever happened with the money, we should think about the organization and see how best we can start to talk to one another for the sake of peace. This money thing is going to come to an end. The court is going, whatever is done on the mediation table, we're going to cross that path. And what we should do now is to start thinking about peace.
All right, guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta go before I get in trouble. I know people are participating. Evangelist, I really appreciate you calling me, but I gotta go. Mr. Jawi, I appreciate all of you. I gotta go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. This is an ongoing discussion, so I mean, it's not one day basis. So thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry for cutting the show off the gap, but it's the time. I came on late, and I needed to do this. All right, so I'm out for the day. Have a nice day. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. See you tomorrow.